How's it going, people? xSalmonSlapperx here, and as you can see, playing a bit of Dark Souls. Just got it for PC, came out a couple of days ago, and this is the Prepare to Die edition, which includes a bunch of new downloaded content. So a bunch more bosses, fights, and new areas, and more weapons, obviously, to go along with it. I have played this before, but I haven't actually managed to complete it. I've only managed to get down to Blight Town so far, and yeah. So I thought I'd give it a go. Last time I was using the polearm, so I think I might mix it up this time. And yeah, so that's pretty much it, in a nutshell. Let's have at it. So, character name, I'm thinking probably going to try and use a scythe. So, let's go with the Dark Knight. Sex, male, class. So as you can see, there's quite a lot of different classes, although they're only really useful at lower level. As by the time you've reached max level, they're all very close to each other, so I think I'll start off with the Pyromancer, as I will be using a few Pyromancy spells. Gift. You can actually get every single one of these items in the game, one way or another. But as right at the very beginning, I'm going to do a little bit of farming just to make things a bit easier at the start. I'm going to be picking up the master key, as that allows me to open a few doors I can't normally open. And physique, I'll go with a large upper body, why not? So I'm going to mess about with this for a second. See if we can make him a little bit different. So yeah, that should do. Not much changed. So without further ado...
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bullets peeled apart their stone skins. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath, the Scaleless, betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side. Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
So there we have it then. So when you start off, you actually start off in this undead asylum where we've been taken prisoner, and basically we need to escape. All these orange writing things on the floor, if you actually read them, they'll tell you how to actually play the game in this area, and later on you'll see a bunch more on the floor, and they'll be left by actual players. Some of them are helpful, some of them not so much. Like some people can actually leave you messages saying there's a trap ahead, and then others could say try falling down right next to a ledge and there's absolutely nothing down there, so yeah. So this room is actually a boss will drop down now, but we can't kill him yet as we don't have a weapon, so skipping him. These bonfires you see me light are kind of like checkpoints. When you rest at them, you can then level up, attach magic to yourself, and a bunch of other things you'll be able to do a bit later on if you pick up a bunch of items. But yeah, we'll get around to that eventually. Get down. So there are traps and stuff like this, as I said. As you can see, a big boulder up there. If you go ahead just enough, open up the shortcut, and then talk to this guy.
Oh, you. You're no hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I are both undead. Hear me out, will you?
Sure, why not?
Regrettably, I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family: thou who art undead art chosen. In thine exodus from the undead asylum, maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know, and I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask, an undead favorite. Oh, and this. Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
So basically those SS flasks are kind of like potions. They're what you use to stay alive. And yeah, we got 5 of them. Good times. So, now we're going back into the boss room, now that we have a weapon. I'm gonna fuck him up. Simple as that. So as soon as you kill him, you get a big pilgrim's key, which allows you to open this door here, some humanity and a chunk of souls. It's the first boss in the game, so he's relatively easy-ish. Just picking up the odd item here. And it's time to escape this place. Get out.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
So, here we go then. So as you can see, there's a few more options now when we go on to these bonfires. You can now reverse, hollowing and kindle, as well as level up. So a little explanation. You see the big ass numbers right next to my health? That's how many humanity I have. With those, I can spend 1 humanity to reverse hollowing, and I'll turn from this undead guy in human form. And while I'm in human form, I can then summon other players to play cooperatively to help me out. And controversially to that, I can also get invaded by enemy players seeking to kill me, and I can also invade other players to try and kill them. Kindling will also take 1 humanity, and as you can see down the bottom now, I now have 10 Estus flasks. At normal random bonfires we'll come across, they'll only refill my Estus flask up to 5. If I was to kindle the fire though, it would bump it up to 10. So, kind of handy, especially the first run through. But for now, I'm going to carry on, and I'm going to pick up a bunch of items around here, and I'm going to pick up another bunch of items just after it, which I wouldn't really advise if you're brand new to the game, but you're welcome to try, as it makes the start a little bit easier, and should hopefully make the game a bit smoother for me later on, so we can just kind of go straight through the entire game. Yeah. There's a bunch of covenants in this game, and some of them will give you items and weapons and stuff.
Hello
This guy
there.
right here,
I believe we are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Thurland. Have you business with us? If not, I'd prefer to keep a distance, if possible.
so he's a bit of an ass, but if you keep talking to him, eventually he'll ask if you want to join his covenant. It's the Way of the White. Just by him asking you, you'll actually get the achievement,
Hello there. I realize that I have here no
and the achievement will be finding the Way of the White Covenant. And basically he sells a bunch of faith healing spells, but as I don't plan on actually leveling my faith, I really don't want to join them. So carrying on, picking up the rest of the items in here. So I have played this game a fair amount. I've been exploring quite a bit, so I know the general places to find certain items. But I haven't actually passed Blighttown. So yeah, the first half of the game, I'm certain of where I'm meant to go and what I'm meant to do. After that though, well, kind of up in the air. Not really sure what's going on. So I'm going to try to get myself a scythe nice and early on, which I really wouldn't recommend doing unless you've been down here before, as we can't actually kill the skeletons in here, and even if we tried at this level with the right weapon, we still probably wouldn't be able to kill them. Oh, you bitch. See what I mean? Well, I'll try it again anyway, because I really do want that scythe. I will get it. You will come to Poppy. I'll get out the way, come on. Ah, you fucking little bitch. Pull the switch, monkey boy. Go, 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 go. Head away. Ah, come on. Well, at least the switch is pulled now. That'll make my life a lot easier. Now I can just run straight through. So for those of you who are wondering, as you can tell, I'm not exactly great at this game. But yeah, try my best, see what happens. I will complete it. This game is actually really fun to play, gotta be honest. It's one of the best games I've played. It's not a hard game as such, it's more the kind of game that will kick you in the ass if you make a mistake. Rather than just say, ah, bad luck, try again. It would rather punch you in the face. Didn't mean to do that. Quickly. Ah, I still gotta pull the other lever. So as you can see, the dude who keeps casting fire at me are the necromancers. And we actually need to kill them if we want to get rid of these skeletons permanently. But I am way too weak to even bother to try, so I'm not going to. So that should now twist that bridge around for us. Oops. Ah, come on. So close. So close I can taste it. Alright. Last attempt on Vinion. Maybe. Right, come on then. Let's go. Do it. Oh, that was an easy kill. Go away, skeleton. Now, if I actually had a divine weapon, or I was strong enough to actually kill those necromancers, I could kill these skeletons in here, and they'd actually stay dead for a change. But as I'm not... Ah, you little bitch! Oh, fuck you! Fuck's sake. Come on then. No. Go away, skeleton. fucking necromancer. Oh, fuck off. Come on now. Shit. I'm gonna keep trying this bastard until I finally fucking succeed, I tell you now. I want my scythe. And I want it early. There is another advantage of trying to get this scythe, although it's not so much what I'd actually recommend for anyone trying to do this the first time through. Is you can actually gain quick access to Vamos the blacksmith, the undead blacksmith down here. And he can actually enchant weapons into fire weapons and chaos weapons. Oh, go away. I'm so getting screwed over on this one. Oh, get off me, come on. All I gotta do is pull this switch. Go, go, go. Fuck you, Patches. This bloke is an asshole. Said skeleton kill him. Basically, when you talk to that bloke for the first time, if you come down here before you even bother ringing any of the bells, he'll act like a nice, innocent person as you're trying to cross that bridge, and then he'll screw you over by pulling it while you're trying to make your way over and kill you. So yeah, asshole. But now that we finally managed to pull that last one, I can make my way down. And we can do the little quick way, hopefully. I just hope Patches doesn't fuck me over. Alright, come on now. Oh, go away. That's it, we got it. Yes. So there's the final one. You've now got the scythe. And now I'll just use a homeward bone. And this will take me back to the original bonfire at my fire link. Now just to show you. That's the stats on it. 100 physical damage with a bleed effect on it, and it's got a B scale rating with dexterity. So the higher your dex, the better it'll be, unless you're making an elemental weapon, which I don't think I'll bother doing. And I need 14 strength and 14 dex to equip it. So yeah, gotta get quite a few levels now. But now that we've finally done that, there's actually a pretty easy way to do it. To farm a nice decent amount of souls at the very beginning. So let's carry on gathering our stuff to prepare. And this time I'll be heading into New Londo Ruins. So there's another nice free soul for us. And just around this corner is another decent dex weapon, the S-Stock. It's fairly good. It's slightly weak at the beginning though, but it is very good if you're going to be backstabbing or riposting, which is kind of like counter-attack, I guess. As it does gain a bit of a modifier, it kind of ignores some of the armor or defense. This is actually really good for it, just like the daggers. So here we go then, pick up this item here, which is the Firekeeper Soul, and we'll quickly Homeward Bone. And with our new Firekeeper Soul, we can now hand this in to the Firekeeper just by here. And she'll allow us to reinforce our Estus Flask. And what that means is we will now gain more HP every time we use it. Which, well, you can't really fault. It's always handy. So, gonna go back down now. We're gonna pick up a soul next to the undead dragon, and then heading off into Blight Town. And we'll pick up another bunch of souls down there. And I think that should probably do it. Forgetting a bunch of items to start off with. So this part you can't actually do without the master key, as you need it to open this door. But if you don't start with a master key, or you chose a different gift, you can actually buy another master key from an NPC in the depths, which I'll show you later on. And he'll actually sell it to you. So all in all, you won't miss out a lot if you don't pick up the master key at the beginning. But it's probably one of the more useful items you can have. So right here's another chunky soul. And this dude, when we pick up that soul on the right, or if we run too far in, he will actually wake up. And this weapon here is really strong at low level if you have the faith level for it. And there you go, killed us. Wasn't really expecting to live that. But now we actually have a decent shield. As this one here only gives 65% reduction to physical, and it's got really crap fire defense. This one has 100% reduction against physical attacks, and actually great fire defense. So I'm going to equip that. As that will help quite a lot, as we can now block all the attacks from enemies without actually taking any damage. Whereas with our original shield, I'd still take a small amount of damage if I did actually manage to block the attacks, so yeah, quite useful. That sword I was talking about, right by there. Just so you know, that's the requirements to equip it, and it is actually a divine weapon. So as I was saying before about those skeletons, you can actually use that weapon to kill them. Very, very useful. And it scales with a bunch of stats, so if you're going to have multiple stats leveled up, you're going to be a fairly high level faith character. Really good to start off with, unless you're going with a specific little equipment setup like I'm doing at the moment. So hopefully I can pick up my souls over here. I hope my body's close. No, it isn't. Oh well, never mind. Looks like we'll just have to lose 1,000 souls. Worst things can happen. Where am I going? So, off to Blighttown. So there is actually a bunch of items you can pick up in here really early on if you come here right now. But it does take a couple of run-throughs. Yeah, I'm just interested in the souls at the moment, so I won't pick up everything. And most of the enemies in here can and will kill you, so trying to run through here nice and quick. So there's the first soul we was after. And now moving on to the second one. Pretty much be careful of every single enemy in here as they'll all kill you. There's the second one. And the third one is all the way over there. Hopefully you can get it without me dying. So you can see I'm switching between one-handed and two-handed on my weapon. It basically slows down how quickly a stamina drains. And the first bonfire you can actually pick up there. But I'm not going to do that, so I'm off back up. I've got everything I need now. So, time to get some levels. So, using all these souls, as you can see, my soul count is going up. And hopefully this will be more than enough. I would have thought so. And hopefully I can get my levels up high enough so I can equip that scythe. So 14 and 2 more levels, so I need just over a K and a half. It should just be that. There we go. And now I've got to equip my scythe. yeah, I've never actually used this weapon before, so this will actually be quite interesting. Not sure how this is going to go. Well, yeah, let's have at it then. So that's everything prepared. So yeah, I guess that's the end of part 1. We've gathered up all our shit, so we're now ready to actually start the game properly. And next up we'll be heading all the way up there, and heading into the undead burg, and killing the boss at the very top of it. So yeah, until next time, I'll catch you all later.